This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Booyah, Betsy.
Booyah! Booyah, booyah, booyah!
Booyah! I'm
Booyah!
I'm so excited to be podcasting with you right now because I'm just getting into it. You told me
Get right to it.
You told me something spooky happened to you, and we have been waiting to record for me to find out what spooky happened.
Right. I'm blown away, Marcy. Something spooky.
Finally.
Something really spooky happened to me.
Is it like a moment where you're like, oh, it finally happened?
I've had a little bit of that.
Okay.
I'm still like, I think it finally happened.
Okay. This is how it happens, though. People are like, I don't know if this is a story, and then they tell us a terrifying story.
Right.
Okay.
And I've told other friends in person where I'm like, I think I had something paranormal happen to me. And they've all been like, Okay. Are you ready, Marcy?
Let me buckle in.
Yeah, buckle up.
I'm gonna get my oxygen mask just in case.
The bag will not inflate, but don't worry, oxygen is coming out.
Yeah, we swear.
Okay,
that's
Marcy.
how oxygen works. You know, it doesn't inflate bags, right? We all know.
It doesn't inflate blags.
No blags
No
at all.
blags inflated. Okay, Marcy, are you ready?
I'm ready.
So, this past weekend, I was in Colorado visiting my sister and her little family, my nieces and stuff.
Cute.
And part of it, we were, and I was like, I really want to go skiing. And so we went up skiing for Saturday and Sunday. And on Saturday night, we got a condo in Keystone, like right at the base of the mountain. Like you could absolutely just walk right to the chairlift. It was great.
Where they make the beer.
Oh, Keystone Light?
Yeah.
I don't think that they don't make the beer there.
Okay.
It's a different Keystone.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No,
your favorite beer.
My favorite beer.
You love Keystone Light so much.
I just love how pretty the green is on the can.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Okay, sorry.
So we're staying at this 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo, and it's it's small.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the bathrooms is right next to the front door.
Uh-huh.
And then you have your kitchen and living room, and then bedroom, and another bathroom.
Okay.
Okay?
At the end, right? Kind of like.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. So, we're chill. We're all hanging out, whatever. I get back from seeing a friend from high school. We eat. It's nice. My nieces go to bed probably around like 8:30 or something, 9 maybe, because it's the weekend.
Ooh, party.
And me and my sister and brother-in-law, we're all up hanging out, just like drinking beers, catching up, all that stuff. And we start hearing this it's hard to describe, but kind of like a refrigerator, like a hum of a refrigerator. Like it sounded like I had to open up the porch door to see if it was coming from outside, because it could have even been like a truck or something. That kind of
just steady hum,
but it would hum for a little bit and then stop. Hum for a little bit. And I remember my sister was just like, oh, I will not be able to sleep with this. But it wasn't that loud. It was just kind of there. And we were like, I don't know, maybe it's the heater or something.
Oh, yeah. Could be radiator.
And it had floorboard heaters.
Okay.
So then we all decided, my sister goes to bed a little bit before me and my brother-in-law, And we're finally like, okay, let's go to bed. And I've been using the bathroom right by the entrance door. So I have to like walk through living room, kitchen area to that bathroom. And I go there and I'm getting ready. And Nate is using the other bathroom, my brother-in-law. And
taking dueling shits.
Oh, yeah. Just,
how's it coming?
slow but good. Okay, so I leave. So I like, you know how I use the bathroom, but I still have to like brush my teeth and everything.
Yeah.
And so I like
with your poo, you gotta take your poo and brush your teeth.
Yeah, you gotta brush your teeth with your poop. That's what you do. So I go and I also am like, I'm gonna like grab my pajamas. So because I was sharing the room with my nieces, I was like, I'm gonna grab my pajamas so I don't wake them up. And all the lights were out in the living room, and as I was like leaving the room, I hear that hum sound, and then it stops, and then I hear a and I was like, oh, like, and I stopped, and I was like, and I looked, and Nate was out of the bathroom. I was like, oh, it must be Nate, because it sounded like a man exhaling, and I was like, okay, it must be Nate. And so I continue down the hall, and as I'm like entering the living room, I hear the hum sound, it stops, and then I hear again, and I look around, and it's dark. Nate is nowhere in sight.
Oh,
and I'm
shit.
just like, oh my God. Okay. And I like, and it's coming from a specific area. And I'm like looking at it. I'm like, oh my God. And I hear it again. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like quietly like, oh yeah, oh my God. I'm like freaking out. I'm just like, oh fuck. And I didn't have my phone. I was just like, oh my God. I don't know. Like trying not to wake anybody up. But I was like pointing and I was like, oh my God.
You were
and
being
then,
a cartoon? Like you were being like a Scooby-Doo cartoon?
I pretty much was like Shaggy and Scooby combined. Just like, oh no, what do we do? But I was just like, and I was like staring at it. And then I hear a, and I start like every hair on my body, like I haven't felt this type of fear except for like with a human being, you know, like a very scary like human interaction.
Yeah, like
but
when we hang out or something.
Yeah, except for whenever I'm around you know, but where you're like shaking and I
oh my God.
ran to the bathroom to like finish, and I was like shaking. I was so scared, brushing my teeth and washing my face, and I was just like, I don't know what's out there. Like, oh my God, I have to walk through it again. I am so scared. And I was like shaking. My heart was pounding. I had crazy adrenaline. Like, I've never had my body react to anything like that before.
Oh my God.
You know?
Yeah.
And so, like, I was then leaving the bathroom. And I like booked it into the room where I was sharing with my nieces, and I like got into my bed, and I was still shaking and so scared, and my nieces need the door open so that they can see.
Sorry.
And so I was losing my mind, and I was like trying to watch Dumb and Dumber on my phone to like chill me out, and I was so fired up and just like holy shit. And unfortunately nothing came, like nothing entered the room or anything.
Right.
But all night I was just like, and I was too scared to go to the bathroom because I was like, if I hear that again, what do I do?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it. And then I woke up in the morning, and I told everybody, I was like, it would happen after, like, I was like, did you hear anything? And Katie's like, just that humming noise and it's going on right now. But there was no man breathing.
Yeah. And your brother-in-law didn't hear that, or?
No.
And then you heard But did that sound
and then I heard a
did that sound like a man or just
it sounded like a human sucking in air,
sucking in air?
Like
an air sucker.
An air sucker, dude.
If you had to make the biggest guess of like what was going on, what do you think it was?
I have no idea. I really have no clue.
Like just a straight up ghost. But what was the hum?
The hum, it was something in the, like, it felt like it was something in the house that was necessary. Like a thing in the house.
Yeah.
Because it was happening in the morning, but without, because I thought for a second, I was like, maybe the like, is part of it, but it sounded so human and we didn't hear it before. We didn't hear it when we were going to bed and we didn't hear it the next morning, but we heard the humming.
That's baffling.
Yeah. To have my body freak out like that, that's the thing that was the like clincher of like,
oh yeah. That your body's like something's happening.
Yeah.
Oh, like when a dog barks in the night.
Right.
Ooh.
At nothing.
Oh.
What do you think, Marcy?
I guess.
You think that's a ghost?
It sounds like it was a ghost. The humming and stuff is like curious, like what is that? But it does sound like it's a ghost. Also, was it an Airbnb?
Yeah, it was like a family owns the condo.
Can you message them and be like, what the fuck? Is it a ghost in here?
I should.
Be like, I won't write a review about it. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Have you had stuff happen to you
Because
before?
if I owned a place that I rented out because I'm fucking doing great in life,
Yes.
Got some passive income, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm building up my retirement.
Yes.
I'm having my money work for me. So
Yes.
if I have that kind of place and one person tells me they had a strange experience, I would want to know then after that every single person who might have one.
Right.
Just so I know, and then and to be like, well, is it scary? Is it like something that I need to like handle or
Right.
Yeah. Who'd have fun know?
Who'd have fun know?
Who'd have fun know? Wow.
I'm gonna see if anything says it's haunted.
In the reviews.
Yeah. I it's not my sister rented it.
Okay.
So I'll have to like.
You could just find the listing and message the host too, though. You can be like, "Hey, just FYI, was there last weekend? Definitely had a ghost.
I think a ghost was breathing at me.
Wow. I'm. Do you feel? Did you hate it? It sounds like it wasn't great, right? Like you didn't love that experience.
I think if I was excited to tell you.
Yes.
So that's a thing. I feel if I didn't have to sleep there, I would have liked it more. I would have.
Right.
I would have been like, get the phone out. Like, I would have. But since it was like, I have to sleep here.
And you don't know what else is happening.
And right. And my nieces are there. Like,
I have to throw them in front of me to protect me.
Yeah. Yeah. They're done for.
They're done.
They're first to go.
Sorry, nieces.
Sorry.
That's the break. Well, I'm excited that you had an experience as long as you feel okay that you had an experience.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. I feel it was really scary. That sounds really scary.
I think that sounds really scary. Like, yeah, I think it sounds really scary. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It was.
No, thank you.
Because I was like, I was up and awake. And it wasn't like, what? Like, it was just like, what? That is someone exhaling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nasty.
It was awful.
I love it, though. Good for you.
But we did it. I did it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, should I read a listener story?
Yes.
This one, it says Ghost Orb.
Ooh, okay.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I sent in a couple bathroom ghost stories a few months ago, and I wanted to send this as well, but I didn't want my email to be too long, so here it is now.
Nice.
Hey, we got there. I have 2 videos of my boyfriend that may just have a ghostly presence. Oh,
Ooh.
We live in New Westminster, BC, which is a small city in the outskirts of Vancouver. It's the oldest city in our province, so it has tons of history and tons of gorgeous 19th century homes lining the streets. Our favorite is the Irving House, which has pretty much gone unchanged since it was built in 1865. It's now a heritage site museum that you can tour, and most importantly, it's apparently haunted.
Yes.
When we first moved here, we went and toured the house in the hopes of seeing something spooky, but we had no luck. Skip ahead to a few months ago when we were on a midnight margarita in a to-go cup walk.
Oh, that's a good walk.
And we walked past the Irving House. I instructed my boyfriend to pose in front of it so I could take a few pictures. I also took a couple of videos of him running to and from the house. In these videos, there is something I can't quite explain.
Ooh.
As much as I love the idea of ghosts, I still consider myself a skeptic, but I just can't figure out a logical explanation for what I see. A small ball of light follows my boyfriend in both of them. Our first thought was that maybe it was just a firefly, but then realized that we straight up don't have them in this part of the country.
That'll do it.
Then I was thinking that it could be a little light beam that shows up on iPhones all the time, but I watch the videos over and over and it just doesn't move that like light would. Like it's actually following him. Anyways, I'd love to hear your expert opinions on what you think it could be. Maybe it's just some camera trick, or maybe it's Captain John Irving saying hello. Thanks so much for reading and watching, Kara.
Wow.
Okay, so let me pull this up for you, B.
Yeah, I gotta see this.
And always, guys, you can go check out our Instagram, Funny Feeling Pod. I don't know what it is, honestly, now that I started talking.
I think it's Funny Feeling
I think
Pod,
it's Funny
right?
Feeling. Funny Feeling. Oh, shit, I don't know.
Funny Feeling? I don't know.
Oh, where I'll link it in the show notes. You'll get it.
You'll find it. You'll find
Funny
it.
Feeling? Okay.
You know how this works.
All right. Did this work? Is this happening? Do you see? Okay.
I see.
Okay, this is the first one.
Look at that house.
I see you see the little orb. He's hopping.
What?
It is usually when you see those little okay, when you see like that kind of like light reflection from an iPhone camera just using video, right? That happens a lot.
Right.
It usually seems like it's more of like if you were to point a laser beam in a mirror, it would reflect off.
Right.
Like that kind of, that's how it would move. Whereas this is really bouncy, right?
This is like moving a lot.
Really
and the camera
bouncy.
isn't bouncing like that.
Okay. And then there's a second one. So let me get that one. Okay. Here's the second one. See, in this one, it's at first it's moving like a light would, right? Like
yeah.
Then it starts.
But then it starts moving nuts.
It's hard to say. It is hard to say.
It is hard to say.
Mm-hmm. It's like how do we know if it's a real ghosty?
I feel that I've never really gotten those. I guess I don't shoot that many video, or I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I've noticed that that it happens a lot with the specific. I don't know why it happens with iPhones so much. It's like you have to almost point it at like it happens more like dusk or dark because it needs to be a light in front of you. You know, like
yes, okay,
yeah, could be like the sun or it could be a street lamp or whatever. But I mean, could be. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It was moving really funky, especially like the closer he got to that, like towards it. It was like freaking out more.
Yeah, it was a little wiggler worm. Little wiggly
It was
worm.
a little wiggly worm.
Well,
Wait, maybe they have wiggly worms up there.
oh, is it, what part of Canada are the wiggly worms?
Is it Vancouver or is it Calgary? I can't remember.
Am I getting British Columbia confused with Britain and Columbia?
Right, because both Britain and Columbia Britain. Calling it Britain is so funny. Both Britain and Columbia have wiggly worms.
Yes, Britain and Columbia have wiggly worms.
Yes.
They come out twice a year.
Twice a year, and at the same time as in Britain and in
Yeah, it's like
which is strange.
It's like
'cause
cicadas.
It's a whole different season. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
cicadas.
So
Well,
okay,
you guys tell us.
you tell us.
You
what
tell
think.
us. I don't know.
I think it's a ghost. It's got to be a ghost.
Look, I'm in a ghost mood, so I think it's a ghost.
Today, Marcy's in a ghost mood.
Yeah.
So it's a ghost.
I'm hungry for ghosts.
I got one. You ready?
Hell yes.
This is listener story saved by a ghost dog.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I love the podcast, Betsy and Marcy. When I was a kid in the woods of New York State, I had a wonderful husky dog named Nuka who could always lead me home if I got lost. When she died when I was 14 after having been kidnapped and shot by an evil dentist.
Oh my, what the fuck?
What?
And who was kidnapped and shot? The dog?
Nuka the dog.
Or was it the person riding? Because I was 14 after having been kidnapped and shot. You see what I'm saying?
It's got to be the dog.
Okay.
Marcy,
Okay.
right?
I hope. I don't hope for either. So that's where we are.
When I was 14.
You see how it's written? Like, she died when I was 14 after having been kidnapped and shot by an evil dentist. You see how I'm saying that? Like,
I do see that. I do see
okay.
that.
Okay. Okay. So let's assume that this. Although I would almost rather a 14-year-old person be shot by an evil dentist, but whatever. So
Okay. When are you okay?
yes, it's fine. Man, things just die all the time, you know.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to continue.
Okay.
When I was 17, some friends and I had a cookout deep in the woods and got caught in the dark with dead flashlight batteries. It was dangerous because the woods were full of cliffs and swamps. What? A dog
Both?
came up.
That feels fucked up.
Yeah, that sounds like a nightmare. A dog came up and started barking. I held onto the dog's collar and it marched us safely right back to my house. In the light, we could see that the dog was exactly the same as my late husky Nuka. 2 brown eyes instead of the usual husky, 1 brown, 1 blue, the same round belly, the same broken tooth, the same scar and missing fur patch on her right front leg. She walked away wagging her similarly crooked tail, and we never saw her again. Take care. No virus. Nick in Connecticut.
Nuka
saved them.
Is it like a pet cemetery? We buried Nuka in a place where an old man told you not to.
Maybe.
That's crazy.
That's wild. Also,
there's a dog barking.
That's Nuka. Whoa. Also, who's this dentist? Let's beat the shit out of him.
Now I'm thinking of the dentist from
Little Shop of Horrors.
'Cause I'm a dentist.
Whoa.
Oh man. I might have sent you 2 of Nick's because I thought this was short. Is there a second one from?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you want the... Let's keep going. Okay,
give it to me.
Got it.
Give it to me, Betsy.
So this is listener story, a haunted Hudson Valley house.
Ooh.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. Thank you for the great show. I grew up in the Hudson Valley, an hour above New York City, in a big spooky forest. My house was a normal ranch remodeled into a confusing maze. Hi, could you remodel our house to be very confusing to get around?
Yeah, this layout's simple, but it feels like no challenge for us to get places.
Yeah, like we really want to have a hard time at night trying to get to the fridge.
Oh, we would love our elderly family members to fall very flat on their faces.
Yes, if you could do that, that would be
Thank you.
We gotta get Granny down on the ground.
Look, let's just say she wasn't always a nice old lady.
Huh? It was hard. It was hard to even find one room or another. The downstairs had been a policeman's underground sex club in the 1960s.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
What kind of life is Nick in Connecticut living with evil dentists, sex club running police underground club?
That's so nuts. Wow. And then later, my grandmother died there.
Because of all the complicated layout. It's not funny. It's not funny.
Not funny,
Not
Marcy,
cool, Marcy. It's not cool or funny.
As a teenager, I claimed the downstairs as my apartment. It was always terrifying when I was alone, so I had lots of parties and overnight guests. To get from one main room to the other, you had to open 4 doors through dark halls and a boiler room.
Why?
This sounds like a haunted house. Like
Absolutely, yeah.
My friends and I frequently glimpsed my grandfather's ghost in a mirror reflection of his favorite chair and saw my grandmother's ghost in her old bathroom and kitchen. My mother's ghost used to call my name and other people heard it from a spot on the other side of the wall from where we discovered her ashes hidden in a closet years later.
What the?
I don't live in that house now. Love the show. Be safe and well. Nick in Connecticut.
What the? This life that is happening.
What?
This is this is too much. Too much.
It's way too much.
Can't anything just be simple anymore, you guys? Are you looking up Nick in Connecticut's spooky, complicated layout ranch house?
Yeah.
Complicated ranch.
Complicated, because also I think that's why I love ranch style is because it's so simple. It's just like here it's all spread out.
There's the hallway and the rooms are on either side of the hall, and that is just how it works.
A living room with hopefully a sunken living room, because that's cool. But I want a ranch style house. I think they're so cool.
But also with a sex club in the basement, though. Yes.
Yeah, that's what that's why I haven't bought a house yet, Marcy. It's hard to get
it's
that.
It's hard.
What is it? Turnkey ready?
A turnkey. Yeah, a turnkey ready sex club.
It's hard to get turnkey ready curb appeal sex club.
Sex club
house.
Pervideal. A lot of I just have so many more questions for Nick. You know, I feel like I was really left with a lot of. There's a lot of a lot of questions. That's how you could say that. A lot of questions. All right.
A lot of questions.
Should I play a listener story?
Yes, please.
Open up.
Open.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. So this is Kat from Ohio again. I previously sent you a couple emails about some ghosts that have touched me, and then a written out email about some other ghosts that I have encountered in my life. So these ones are more about dreams than they are about ghosts themselves. The the first one that I'm going to tell you, it's probably going to make me choke up because it's more recent and it does involve my paternal grandmother who passed away in 2012, and then my maternal grandmother who is currently fighting ovarian cancer. So she's been fighting that off and on since 2019. I'm going to try not to cry because this one makes me really super emotional. And I'm sorry if my dogs go nuts in the background. They're hearing something. I don't know. They're country dogs living in the city, so they bark at everything. Anyways, so the first dream, I was God knows where, but I remember my grandmother, my dad's mom, she came into view, and I went up to her and I asked her if her fight with cancer was worth it. I actually was sobbing. Like, I remember waking up and my body felt like I had just been sobbing. And I just asked her while I was sobbing, like, was it worth it? Was it worth it? She didn't answer. She never talks to me in any of the dreams that I've ever had of her. I don't know if it's because she feels that I'm the most stable of her grandkids and therefore I don't need her help. Or if it's because I've forgotten her voice. I don't know. But I do remember it flipped to my grandmother, my mom's mom, being on a ladder in their garage because we did so many like birthday parties and graduation parties and family get-togethers in their garage because it's massive and they used to love to host parties. And I just remember seeing her going, "Hey grandma, I need a hug," and running straight to her, which then I got my hug and then I woke up. I did get to see her last week. So I got my hug in person. So, woohoo! And I am vaccinated. Like, I am vaccinated. She is vaccinated. Like, we are careful. Just to let you know. So the second dream is actually my most favorite dream I have ever had. I think it actually came about in a massive part of my life, like a huge change in my life, because I was in high school. So this probably would have been about my senior year, which would have been 12 or 13 years ago. It'll be 13 years. So I remember I was walking through this wooded area. Like, it felt like a forest. It felt like it should have been massive, but it had been weeded down to like a very sparse area. And I just remember it was really super foggy while I was walking, so it was just, you could see the bodies of the trees, like the trunks of the trees, and nothing else. It was just shadows. It was a little bit of sun, like enough that I could see where I was going, but it was so foggy that I couldn't see a lot in front of me but the shadows of these trees. And I remember feeling something that had me turning to my right, and there stood an old house that was abandoned. It was kind of like the house that I sent you guys in the picture, only it was smaller, like it was a one-person home. So it was very gray and very broken, and the windows were shattered, and the door is what stood out to me because I remember it was made out of skin, so it was just hanging there like a curtain, like it was animal skin, like a felt or whatever. And I just remember staring at this house, and then all of a sudden this older woman comes out, and I can see her clear as day in my head. She had long, scraggly hair. She had a very strong nose, very intimidating eyes, like very overpowering eyes, and she had just this overwhelming personality about her. And I never spoke to her. Like, she never spoke to me, never said a word. And I just remember all of a sudden she whipped out these jawbones, like the bottom jawbone of a human and a wolf, and held them in front of me. And I got the sense that she wanted me to choose one. I don't remember which one I chose because I woke up, but I'm pretty sure that was to signify that I had a big change coming in my life and I was going to have to pick the easy route or the hard route. I don't honestly know which one I chose. I went to Bowling Green. So whatever. But I hope you enjoyed my stories. I would love to hear what you think of both of them and what you think the meaning behind the dreams with my grandmas were. I can think of a few things. Sorry, this one a little long. You're welcome to split it up or wait until you have a longer session day, whatever works best for you guys. Like I said in my previous emails, absolutely love you. If you want to hear more stories, let me know. I have a couple more stories, but so do some of my friends. Remind me to tell you guys the story of Fart Cloud and Mushroom Cloud, because those are pretty funny. All right, so peace out. Have a good one, and stay spooky, queens.
Yeah.
Wow.
You want to hear Fart Cloud, right? That's what you said?
Yeah, of course I do.
I want to hear Fart Cloud.
What are we talking? What are we doing? Not hearing that first.
I mean, hello. Please.
Come on.
Come
it
on.
Sounds funny.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow.
That jawbone one is eerie.
And that's spooky. Favorite dream.
Yeah, why you like that so much, you freak? What's wrong with you? You nasty.
Yeah, come on. That's so weird.
Yes.
Wow. I guess, and then being like, I have to make a big decision.
Yeah.
I'm so like, have you had a dream where you're like, that means, well, I guess I have. Like, mostly it's, oh, that means I'm stressed.
Yes.
Oh, yep, that's anxiety. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, sometimes it just means I'm stressed out. I don't find my dreams particularly meaningful.
Right.
I don't remember them most often.
Right.
So, so every now and then I'll have one that is a stress dream that I remember because it's scary.
Yes, because you wake up and you're like, oh, my brakes weren't working.
Yeah. Well, when I was like in this big mansion, and there were I was running up like a circle staircase, but it was like a very large circular staircase, and there were men below with like heavy artillery, like a lot of like big rifles and stuff, and they were it was like being taken, I guess. That one really scared me.
Oh my God, Marcy.
But I am often in large mansions with people with big guns, so I guess
yeah. Maybe.
But I'm always of the mind that you probably know what your dreams are. Like your instincts.
Where they come from and stuff.
Yeah. If your instinct is it was a big choice, a big decision, then that's probably what it was. Now,
then that's exactly what it was.
Would you pick a wolf jaw or human jaw?
Dude, I think wolf.
Me too.
I would feel weird having a human jaw with me.
Yes.
And like, and more like, yeah, it's a wolf jaw.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
You might get in trouble for a human jaw is all what I would be worried about.
I would be so scared if they're like, well, you're a killer now. And it's like, no, trust me, this old witch looking lady gave it to me.
Please, okay, it sounds...
Well, then you're an accomplice.
Oh, no, you don't understand. We were in the woods. She didn't speak to me, but I intuited that her personality was big,
Yes, yeah. Which woods? Could not tell you. All I saw were tree trunks and fog.
Yeah, the one where like it's very misty, the misty woods.
Yeah, the misty woods.
Now,
come on.
What do you think about grandma dreams?
Well, I wonder, like, because the first grandma had passed, right?
But then didn't she say then she saw her and got to hug her in person?
But
or is
I
that
think
the second
that was
one?
a different. I think that was the second grandma dream.
Really gonna have to hear your grandmother's names, guys. We're really gonna have to hear.
We need those specifics.
Gonna
folks.
need to hear Esther. We're gonna need to hear some Griselda. We're gonna need to hear.
Griselda's a great name.
I know an older lady named Griselda.
That's a great name.
Yeah, we're gonna need to hear those weird old people names. One day, people are gonna have grandmothers named Katie. They already do. Katie is a very old name, actually. Like Katie.
My sister's name is Katie.
Yeah, I was thinking of I think Grandma Jessica is a fun grandma. Yeah.
Or like grandma like Shannon.
Yeah, grandma Kara.
Yes. Yeah. See, like grandma Dakota.
Yes, like my niece's Grandma Avery, Grandpa
Yes.
Aiden, Grandpa Aiden. Although they all sound right too.
They actually do sound like I could see.
Is it like everything old is new again?
I think so. Because I feel we've seen like even our friends who are having kids pick what we're like, and I love the name, but like cool, fun names that were big in like the 50s or something.
Yes,
you know?
yeah, absolutely. Well, I don't know what kind of weird old grandma names we're going to get, but I want to get some of them.
Grandma Lindsay?
Grandma.
I guess, but Lindsay's an older name.
I
but
think
also,
Grandma Brittany is.
Grandma Brittany is good.
It's Grandma, bitch.
Ooh, I can't wait for Grandma Brittany.
Okay. Should I read a listener story?
Yes. Oh, and we don't know what the grandma.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't even know which grandma did what. That's the problem. We got confused. Our brains don't work. Here's the problem. Our brains don't work no more. We try, but they don't work.
Hey, I had a paranormal experience and my brain shot out of my butthole. So I'm done.
I was so excited about your experience that like that's me. That's what's happening with me now.
Yeah.
But I was going to say that sometimes it's just I do believe that sometimes it's just hard for them to figure out how to communicate.
Right. Oh, right. The part of like, or did I forget what her voice sounded like? That. Yeah. And I do. Yeah, I think sometimes it is, and it is. You know, we talk about this a lot. Like, it is tough to know of like, is it a visit or is it a dream? Like, are you just dreaming about it? But is a dream a visit, man? Huh? Think
and
about
I'm
it.
Dreaming of you tonight. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You
Bring it
ready
on.
for Sammy Davis Jr. visited my grandma on his way to heaven?
Yes, I am.
Because if you're not ready for that, you just let me know.
I'm Marcy. I swear, I am so ready for that.
Okay, because I'm going to read it now.
Yes, let me have it.
Okay, so hi, Betsy and Marcy.
Hello.
I'm a big fan of the podcast, and I have been loving the listener story episodes lately and wanted to share my grandma's story with you since it sparks joy for me. What's her name?
What's Grandma's name?
I hope you enjoy it too. My grandma was a big Sammy Davis Jr. fan, and she told me one time that he visited her on his way to heaven.
Yes.
That's very cool.
That's awesome.
The end. Huh, weird.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean,
Well,
great. That's awesome.
I'm going to let my imagination run wild with this one then. She said she was sleeping one night when she suddenly woke up in the early morning hours, sat bolt upright, and said to my grandpa, Sammy Davis Jr. just died. My grandpa was like, okay, and fell back asleep. But my grandma swears she saw him in a dream appear to her saying, goodbye, Joyce. Great, Joyce, we got the name.
Yes, Grandma Joyce.
And then she just knew. Sure enough, news of his death was all over the news that day. Joyce to the world. Okay. I don't think this was the real Sammy Davis Jr. making the rounds to his biggest fans in their dreams as he made his way to the afterlife, but more likely that it was just her brain's way of conveying the premonition or whatever it was. Me being sort of skeptical, I Googled about his death and he died in the early morning, but apparently his fans were well aware that his health was in bad shape. He died after battling throat cancer.
Oh.
It could be that my grandma saw the news about his deteriorating health and was simply having a dream that he died, and it was a coincidence that she had this dream the night before she saw it on the news. However, she also had this happen with a real life friend of hers, sort of. She told me that she woke up one morning and just knew that a woman she had been friends with and when she lived in Texas named Sue York.
New York City.
In New York, concrete jungle. Sue York, Sue York, Sue York. Well,
That's a great name, Sue York.
I should have finished the sentence, Betsy. So,
Uh-oh.
she just knew that a woman she had been friends with when she lived in Texas named Sue York had died.
Oh, no.
Well, here's the thing. We're all gonna, so it's not that bad. Okay.
Right.
Well, this was before the internet, so she... Sorry, I'm still laughing about Sue York.
Sue York is such a fun name.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of New York.
I know. This is so okay. Well, this is before the internet, so I just had a feeling. Fortunately, even though they had moved to California, my grandparents were still subscribed to their local newspaper from Texas to keep up with things there. And when the paper arrived, she saw in the obituary section that Sue York had died the same day my grandma had the premonition. Only it wasn't her Sue York.
Wait, there's multiple Sue Yorks? What?
Some people like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood. Hop a bike. Hop a bike. I don't know what that. Okay. It was another woman she never knew from the same town with the same name.
No.
It must just be coincidence again, but I think my grandma has some psychic powers in her sleep or something. Thanks
Yes.
for reading, Eileen.
Wow. Dude, no, your grandma absolutely has powers.
Absolutely.
Like, it was really Sammy Davis Jr. and it was really other Sue York.
Other Sue York.
Wow.
I'm in a Sue York state of mind.
I don't know any. I do.
Yes, you
New
do.
York songs.
Yeah, you do. You're looking at New York songs. Okay, when we do parodies, they gotta be fresh. They gotta be on the top of your mind. They gotta be funky. You know, do me one. Do me one. You got one?
Oh shoot! I don't know how some of them go.
Name one. What is it?
What is New York?
Tell me.
I'm trying to think.
Did you Google it?
Yeah.
What are the songs?
New York State of Mind.
Okay, that's one I was just singing.
Okay. Welcome to New York.
Who's that by?
Taylor Swift.
Nope, don't know it.
Okay. New York, New York.
God, we did that one.
Sue York. Yeah, you did it.
We did that one. Keep going.
New York Groove by the Cat in Kiss. Ace Frehley. Is he the cat in Kiss?
No, don't know that
no,
one.
he's not the cat. He's not
Okay,
the cat.
don't know that one. What's another New York song?
Fairy Tale of New York. Oh, the Pogues. I've heard that.
Okay.
Pogue.
Well,
It's fine.
the thing about it is this got kind of less fun.
Real quick, do you think Sue York's favorite fruit is the Big Apple?
I hope it's a big apple. I hope it's a big apple.
I hope Sue York had kids named Brooklyn.
Oh, and Queens.
Oh yeah, we did it. We killed it. I
gotta
it. I'm
say,
sorry.
this
Having
is getting
to look up.
This is getting funnier and funnier. I can tell.
It's one of those where we do it so much it'll start to get funny again after like 7 minutes.
There's nothing more fun to hear than two people trying to look up ways they might be funny. Just Googling ways that we could maybe make a joke.
Be like, nope. Oh no. Oh no, I can't do that one.
But it is
Nope.
it is a peek into the mind of comedians that most of the time when you see a joke on television, someone just Googled until they could find something that was funny.
Yeah. There's a little inside.
A little insight to how our stupid minds work.
Wow.
It's Sue York.
New York.
There's nothing you can't sue.
Oh, that got me. What a cool name.
I love it.
New York. Okay, I got one. You ready?
Get it.
This one is called Haunted Heirloom.
Ooh.
Okay. Hey, ladies, let me just say first what a huge fan I am of both of your work and of this podcast.
Thank you.
Y'all rock and all that stuff. Well, thank you. One of my favorite stories is one that really gives me a funny feeling. Titty line.
Titty line.
But it's my grandmother's, and since she is no longer living, I would be honored for you to read her story as told by yours truly.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Okay. I was born and raised in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in the quaintest, most charming city called Greenville in South Carolina. My family has been in the area for hundreds of years.
Dear God.
And our property was even granted to us by the actual King of England when my Scot ancestors settled the land.
That's some historical bullshit there. That's some bullshit. That's some great history.
Bullshit history, man.
That's some historical bullshit. I mean, in a good way.
In a great way. One of our family's most prized possessions is an old, spooky, nasty Bible that lists births, deaths, marriages, and significant events dating back to the 1600s.
Too old.
And then they wrote, ew, which, yeah, that is nasty. Get rid of that book.
It can't be good.
It can't be good. It cannot be good. One of my favorite anecdotes that was recorded was from the Revolutionary War when British General Cornwallis commandeered my family's farmhouse for his men. Wow. This was not a big plantation, which are common in the lower part of South Carolina, but do not have much of a history here in the upstate. It was just a small subsistence farm.
Subsistence?
Yeah, that's it. Subsistence farmhouse that British soldiers totally took over for a time.
And
Wild.
We put this in the Declaration of Independence specifically so they couldn't do this.
Oh, we did. That's one of the early things.
This is one of the earlier things that we wrote into the Declaration. We declared, no, we're not. You can't just take over my farmhouse.
You can't do it.
Not my subsistence farmhouse. Not
this is you know what I'm saying.
Not you, Cornwally.
Get out of here, Cornwally. The occupation lasted almost 3 weeks while Cornwally was hiding out, waiting for something or someone to come from Charleston. Fun fact, there were more Revolutionary War battles fought in South Carolina than any other state.
Take that, bitch states.
Whoa, I did not see that coming at all.
I wonder why.
So South Carolina is one of the first 13 colonies, right?
Is that where Plymouth Rock is?
No,
that's in Massachusetts. Never mind. It's a very different state. That's in Massachusetts. So
okay. So it is one of the 13 colonies.
We're
South
Googling.
Carolina.
We're learning. We don't have
so
the facts.
Much. We're learning what New York songs there are that we don't know. Okay. Anyways, I truly had no idea. That's wild.
So it was a fun fact.
That was a very fun fact. Thank you. No doubt the land my family still lives on today is Soup's haunted. If not by Revolutionary War ghosts, then maybe by the Native Americans who the old assholes stole, not settled, the land from.
Mm-hmm.
I digress. This Bible now lives in a Presbyterian church here in town, but for a long time it was in a climate-controlled glass case in my grandparents' house.
And then those Presbyterians were like, fuck it, we'll just leave it out. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Who cares? Although I didn't grow up religious, my family all appreciated the history inside the old text. Obviously, this nasty Bible is old as shit, and our parents and grandparents would threaten us within an inch of our lives if we even breathed near the case that housed the Bible. Of course. One time, though, my grandmother walked into the room with the Bible. It was in the entry room or foyer of her house, and the Bible was opened inside its case.
Whoa.
Weird enough, because for many years, nobody except for trained historic preservation specialists had touched the Bible or the case. She instantly turned to find the grandchild responsible. There were always several of us running amok, but she looked back at the book to find the pages were turning all by themselves inside the damn unopened glass case.
I got chills.
Spooky! That is so spooky.
I got chills. That's not right.
That is so scary.
That's not right. That's not okay. No, you're not going to want that to be happening. Absolutely not.
So, to continue, it was after this that she decided to donate the Bible to the Presbyterian church that our ancestors founded.
Get this the fuck out of my way. No.
Yeah, get that shit out of here, man.
Here, you guys might like this.
My grandmother was a refined woman of a high southern station, but Nana didn't play, and she wanted that haunted shit out of her house stat.
Good for her.
A smiley tongue out face. P.S. Her name was Betsy.
That's your name.
Hey, we got a lot of grandparent stories.
Well, that's who's going to be old and haunted, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Those old ass grandparents.
Excuse me while I shit my pants. XOXO Lindsay.
Wow. You are excused, my friend.
Shit away, Lindsay. Fill up those pants.
I mean, that nasty old Bible.
That is so scary.
It's very scary.
Bibles are so creepy, man. Any old book, but Bible, like, especially where it was like, this Bible is also the
like from the
what they wrote everything in, you know, like the fact, the record, like this Bible is the record of life and death during that wild time.
Yeah, I was gonna call it an almanac, but that's not what an almanac is.
What, an almanac does weather?
And it's like
farming?
for well, maybe an almanac does a lot of stuff. Now I want to look up the word almanac.
It might,
guys,
you know,
on our quest for knowledge.
We're learning so much.
Honestly, I wasn't wrong, because an almanac is an annual publication listing a set of current information about one or multiple subjects.
Oh.
It can include weather forecasts, farmer planting dates, tide tables, and other tabular data.
Wow. How do they know what the weather's gonna be?
I think what they do is they write historically what it has been.
And then from there,
I think.
Wow.
I think. And then then they say, oh, well, typically this is what the weather's like on this day.
Yes. Yeah. Usually. Okay. Just looking, being like, usually it's this.
Yeah. And it makes sense, like, because you're at a certain place in the world on that day, and that's when the sun comes back around. You know, astrology, all that stuff.
Yeah. La, la, la.
Sun sign, star sign, you know.
Yeah, you know. Wow.
Yeah, get that out of your house.
Throw that Bible in a church.
Throw that Bible at the church.
Throw that Bible at the church.
Yeah. All right. Should I play another listener story?
Yes, please.
Here you go.
Hi, Betsy. Hi, Marcy. I just wanted to call and give you guys one of my joyful stories that I've had, experiences that I've had, rather. So when I was a sophomore in college, I had a friend who struggled with addiction, and he unfortunately lost his fight, and it was devastating. He was young And he was the first person I'd experienced that kind of loss with, tragic and sudden, and felt really unnecessary. So I had a really difficult time with it. And I had really struggled sort of processing the emotions, but this event actually happened 2 years after I had lost my friend. So I was alone in my little duplex that I lived in college, and it was my senior year, and I had fallen asleep, and I remember having this dream where I was sitting on one of those like cement stationary park bench or park picnic tables. And I was in this big open field, and there were other figures and other people, and I couldn't really tell who they were. They were really far off, but it felt very comfortable and warm and inviting. And I felt someone sit down next to me. And as I turn, I see my friend, and he had this big grin on his face, and he had this sort of kind of white glow around him. And it's worth mentioning that when he had, when we had been teenagers, he'd been in a car accident and had a scar that ran basically from the side of his mouth up to his ear. And it really sort of made his smile look bigger in a very endearing way. And so he had this big smile, and he was just bright and shiny and gorgeous. And he was smiling at me. And I hugged him in my dream, and I said, "Oh my gosh, friend, I can't believe it's you. I miss you." And he just starts giggling. And full disclosure, the guy had the most hilarious giggle. He was like this linebacker type guy, big and tough, but had this like high-pitched, precious giggle. And so I hug him, and he starts giggling. And then I remember pulling away from him, and I looked at him, and I said, "Oh my God, does this mean that I'm dead then?" And he threw back his head and started laughing. And he just looked at me, and he said, "No, you're going to live a long and happy life." And I woke up immediately after he said that, and just felt this sense of calm and peace and joy. And I had not really felt that since I lost him. There were a lot of questions, and I just knew, like, in that moment he was fine, and he was going to stay with me as long as I needed him to. And it was one of the most incredible experiences, and I would liken it to a memory rather than a dream. It was that real and that vivid. And so I just love to share that story because it makes me feel so happy and makes my heart feel so full. And I remember I had read a book by Sylvia Brown, Montel Williams' psychic that he had on. And she had said that when we pass, our souls go to this one place, this communal place where our souls can rest after our lifetime. And I really think that that was what had happened. I think I had gone to this place where he was, and I could go, not intentionally, but just there. And our souls were able to spend a little bit of time together. And I don't know, it just really meant a lot to me. And, you know, it's nice to have a story that's not super spooky. So hopefully that one didn't make you shit your pants. And I just wanted to say you guys are awesome. You make me so happy and joyful, and I look forward to hearing your voices every week. And you're really doing the world a service by just bringing joy to it. So have a good rest of your day, and like really, really try to not shit your pants. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Whoa.
Thank you. That was so nice.
That was so nice. Holy shit. And it was... The story was so
really
nice.
Yeah.
I got good chills. Not
too.
like... Not scary chills, but nice chills.
Yeah, not scary Harrys, but good ones.
I got crazy scary Harrys in that condo. My body's never done that, and it was crazy.
Look,
but
I'm glad it was going to happen eventually, so I'm glad that it finally did. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
But oh boy,
I wish somebody else was there though at the time. But
well,
whatever.
there was someone else there. It was a ghost, Betsy.
It was a damn ghost breathing hard.
But it's very sweet. I love
Yes.
your friend just being like, no, you're gonna live.
You're gonna live forever. Like, yeah, that's so nice.
Calm down. You're living for a long time.
Hey, buckle up.
Buckle up.
Oh.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
And it is like, I always remember what Santina said of like, if in the dream you know that they've passed on, then it's a visit.
Yes.
And if in the dream you don't think they've passed on, then it's a dream.
Yeah.
And that's just so nice.
That's an interesting way to distinguish it too. You know? Like,
Yeah, when she said that, it blew my mind.
I was like,
just
okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That makes
Okay,
that's
that makes some sense.
That's making a little bit of sense for me.
That's making a little bit of sense.
I have another one to read if you
Yeah.
have ears to listen.
I got the ears. Look at my ears.
God, they're big. Woof.
They're big.
Like Goofy.
Yeah, they're really long now. They're really long, and I got that egghead thingy.
Your little tiny hat.
Wilma has a little goofy egghead.
Oh,
Just a little funny egghead.
she's a soft little girl. This one is titled Melon Head Info.
Wait, what is it called? Melon head info?
Info.
Okay, great. Ooh, okay.
OMG, Barcy and Betsy, yes.
That's funny, man.
Barcy and Betsy. Barcy Jajaro and Ben. I can't do it. Every time melon heads come up on a paranormal podcast, I get to remember that my husband grew up on the Melon Head Road in my hometown. I'm from Connecticut. A lot of Connecticut stuff here, you know?
Yeah.
And we also have MH stories going way back. My mom heard the stories growing up in Trumbull, Connecticut in the 60s and 70s and passed them on to me in the 90s. Let's see. Then they sent a link. Well, I'll look at that. The connections, to an insane of, what is it? Am I just supposed to read this? Oh, I can't read this whole thing. So the connections to an insane asylum hit a little bit closer to home as my great grandma was committed to Fairfield Hills Hospital during her lifetime. When I was growing up, it was the kind of place to go at night with your friends and freak each other out. I never went. Too scaredy.
Yeah.
A few towns in that area have their own Dracula Drive streets where melonheads allegedly are seen.
Whoa.
My husband lived on Sawmill City Road in Shelton, Connecticut for about 8 years, and it was genuinely scary. It was a genuinely scary woodsy street. I attached 2 screenshots of the text combo we just had. LOL. Hope you enjoy learning more about melonheads. Lots of spooky shit in Connecticut. XOXOXO Erica. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay. So I'm going to read the text messages.
Yes. Okay, great.
OMG, Melonheads came up on a paranormal podcast now, and I get to remember all over again that you lived on the Shelton version of Dracula Drive, Melonhead territory. Yeah, that room was so scary. Just doing different voices.
Really good. Really good.
You think I sound like her husband?
Yeah, kid, I think you should maybe go do theater in New York.
Okay, you ready? Yeah. My mom grew up there with the same legend, but a different street in Trumbull. There was one dream in particular that was super scary. One night I drove there myself, turned the car off, and tried to see how long I would last outside the car. I didn't last long. No, OMG, babe, I'm impressed. Melonheads could have gotcha. Maybe a melonhead did get me, and you're married to one. OMG, I don't think they are known to shapeshift, but X-Files has taught me that anything can happen. Or maybe it's like the movie Us. There's a melonhead version of all of us. Oh, what if the melonheads are actually the others? Exactly. Damn, yo.
I love that conversation so much. And really well done. I'm telling you, go study in New York.
New York. Concrete jungle.
Wow.
That was a really funny conversation. Babe.
I love that conversation.
Hey, baby, do you remember the melon heads?
Yeah.
Honey,
I love the just like, ooh, a melon head could have got you.
gotcha. And you're married to a melon head. That's fun.
Yeah, it looks like melon heads are legendary beings that live in the forests of Michigan, Connecticut, and Ohio.
Ohio. Well,
And they,
yeah. We did get. There were some links in here. Let's see. The New England
Shelton Trumbull.
Yeah, I cannot read the whole. But if you go to New England Historical Society.com/the-melon-heads-of-Connecticut / you can read about the melon heads of Connecticut. I just read it. Let me just read it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, the Melonheads live on the outskirts of town on heavily wooded country roads known as Melonhead Roads. Zion Hill Road, for example, is Milford's Melonhead Road. Small Mill City Road is Shelton's. The Melonheads are supposedly live on the outskirts of Monroe, Stratford, whatever. This is a bunch of town names. The stories about deformed country people who keep to themselves go back at least a century to Europe. For example, a large family of Melonheads supposedly once lived in Bavaria, Germany in the mid-19th century. An inbred family of Melonheads known as the Weebleheads were said to live outside Riesbury, England around 1900. Are there bombs going off in your house?
Gilly's really slamming some doors. They also painted our doors so it
they stick.
It's really hard to open and close, so you have to be like, wham! So I apologize.
No, it's all right. According to another theory,
and now a big plane's flying over. Let me mute myself.
Everything's fine. No, it's fine, Betsy.
Okay.
Don't. I love to know what's going on over there. According to another story, the term melonhead may stem from Melungion, which describes a mixed. I don't know how to pronounce that. A mixed race people in Appalachia. They had an ancestry of European outcasts, freed slaves, and Native Americans they kept to themselves. Melonhead stories surfaced in Connecticut after World War II, a time when people moved away from cities to the suburbs. They probably reflect the New York exurbanites. Exurbanites? Have you ever heard exurbanites before?
No.
Exurbanites.
Ex-urbanites?
Yeah,
Wow.
that makes more sense to call it ex-urbanites, but there's no dash. So New England Historical Society.
Ex-urbanites.
I think you're right though. Ex-urbanites. They probably reflect the New York ex-urbanites' prejudice and fear of isolated rural folk. Oh. But how did they end up in Connecticut? One theory claims that it came from a family accused of witchcraft and banished into the wilderness, where they survived and inbred. Through centuries of inbreeding, they mutated into melonheads. According to another theory, the melonheads escaped from Fairfield Hospital, a now abandoned mental institution, or Garner Correctional Institution, which specializes inmates with mental health problems. Both are in Newton, Connecticut, a variation on the theme of melonheads escaping from unnamed mental institutions in the 1960s. The building supposedly burned. Some of the inmates escaped and turned to cannibalism, which caused their heads to swell. I don't know that is true.
Whoa. I'm looking at pictures of that Fairfield Hills Hospital. It's spooky looking.
Yeah. Let's see.
Wow, melonheads.
So, in Michigan, the melonheads were children with hydrocephalus abused in an insane asylum.
Oh.
No. And then there's a legend from the 1980s. A group of girls from the Notre Dame High School in Fairfield decided to drive around after a Friday night football game. They piled into a blue Granada and ended up on Velvet Street in Trumbull, where they looked for the melonheads. The girls parked the car, leaving the headlights on, and ventured into the woods. After they walked a couple hundred feet, they heard the car door slam. The engine started and the car headed towards them. They could see figures inside the size of children. They had large heads, rags for clothes, and an orange glow in their eyes.
Whoa.
Some say the melonheads still drive around in that blue Granada.
I like this legend the most. Did you see the blue Granada? Oh, driven by the Melonheads.
I just imagine them all having like Slurpees and stuff too, and like listening to like some like indie rock or whatever.
Pepsi free or whatever.
Pepsi Clear, Pepsi Clear. Oh, well, you can read more about
Crystal
the milk.
Pepsi.
Crystal
Remember
Pepsi.
Crystal Pepsi?
I do.
Wow.
Short-lived. A lot of information about Melonheads. It seems like it just really is like people's prejudice and bias against
Yeah.
people who have like one could be children with this encephalitis or encephalus. Or just like being like, oh, it's rural, so they're all inbred around here.
Right.
Kind of rude. Connecticut ex-urbanites, be cool.
Chill out, everybody.
Everybody be cool.
Chill out, everybody.
Also, why do you think cannibalism would make your head swell? I don't think it does. I'm gonna find out.
Cannibal? No, Marcy. If you eat brains, they grow your brains.
You know, when I was a kid and people wanted to get me to eat vegetables, they would say disgusting things like they'll make your tits grow big, but they would say boobs, not tits. Make your boobs grow.
I remember hearing that for carrots.
That'll make your boobs grow.
Me and my sisters really laughed about it. I'm like, hey, better eat your carrots. They'll make your boobs big.
Why would carrots make boobs big?
Because they help your eyes at night or something.
But
so
why?
Might as well make your titties big.
Well, when you look at them, they seem bigger because your eyes are so good.
Because your eyes are so good.
Kids, eat your carrots.
Eat your carrots.
You little idiots. Guys, I think the big thing we want from you is to not be little idiots and to send us more stories. If Betsy's having stories, you guys need to send stories.
Guys, it happened.
It finally happened.
God, it happened.
You can write into us or send us a voice memo. We like them around 5 minutes, but if they're longer, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
This might take longer to get to.
But please keep them coming. We love them.
We love them. We need them. We want more of them.
Yeah.
Betsy?
Yeah. Don't you do that. Don't you ever do that.
Yeah.
It was so scary.
It sounds scary.
It was awful. It was really scary.
Hope it didn't follow you home.
Oh my God. I did think of that. I'm like, if that thing fucking. But no, I skied so hard it couldn't keep up. Yeah.
Well,
maybe it's haunting my very sore back.
Oh, it got it.
From skiing.
That could be what happened.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it doesn't get you tonight. Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.